Hello everyone, this is the first you are hearing my voice. I am the Gaming Drake. I'm actually doing a small little update to a video I already have that has a lot of views to it. So basically, this is a completed file on PlayStation 4 of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. And I am using this new build that I've seen someone use before of the Diabolist cap, Scarlet Dress, Gebel's glasses, skull necklace, and over the rainbow. Basically what this is like it's more of an intelligence build in the fact that it actually does a lot more damage with spells compared to using one that's, even though this has 0 defense and no other defining traits, I still like using Solomon's Ring. That gives me extra intelligence and attack strength. But compared to using that with the Skull Necklace, which does amplified power to Shards of increased magic cost, which you don't have to worry if you have Gebel's glasses, which give you infinite mana, so you really don't have to worry about that, but it does lower the means of actually using any other item. So I will be using this build. I'm in the den of behemoths that actually do on larger enemies instead of just the one enemy, so I will be... Plus, using the standstill, you can actually pause projectiles, and they'll do a means of continuous damage. So I'm getting a range about 224 to 336 per second, which basically does a one-shot. And you can use multiple. I think it's up to 5 projectiles with this one, and still get a lot of criticals and high amounts of damage. Now we go for the big boy. It's also good for farming items as well. If you do continuous hits, it will respawn the item bag that normally comes up. And it will stack upon the other one, and it will give more of the item that you are trying to farm. If you're lucky, depends on your luck stat for drops as well, and depends on what items you're using for stacking said luck ability. So yeah, the dragon's no problem. So again, I'm using the Diabolist Cab, which does 9 defense and 8 intelligence. The Scarlet Dress, which does 41 defense, 8 intelligence, and 10 mind. So these are the best ones so far that I've found. I was using the Ancient Tiara, which does 13 defense and 7 mind and 7 intelligence. Being that it does the best for all those stats, it also gives a increase to poison, curse, and petrification resistance. But again, it lowers my intelligence by 1 point, so the Diabolist cap is the best one right now. Scarlet Dress, again, does the best for intelligence and mind. Coordination could be a substitute if you do not have the means to make the Scarlet Dress, which only does 5 to each stat, so 5 intelligence, 5 mind, or actually does less to mind. But it does 5 intelligence, so that actually, right now for what my current items are, it actually lowers it. The only other one I can think of is the Silk Dress, which has 27 intelligence 5 and mind 8. If you are going for a lower yet a higher means of intelligence and mind, some of these are actually better ones to use. Like, there's the Mantua, which does 11 defense, 3 intelligence, 6 mind. T-Dress, which does 9 defense, intelligence 2, mind 5. So these are lower substitutes, but the highest one is the Scarlet Dress. Gebel's Glasses is the reward you get for collecting all shards within the archive. So that means that you actually have all of them logged. From each of the demons, you have ODs, and you have... I don't know, I forget if ODs actually counts toward that. It probably does, but the ones that you also craft and the ones that you collect are toward the 99 or 100% that you need for the 100% completion for the shards to get Gebel's Glasses. The skull necklace, I forget where you find. I know it's somewhere within one of the places on the map. Or you can buy or use alchemy to make it, I think. But it amplifies your shard power at the cost of more use of MP consumption. But if you have Words of Wisdom maxed out as a skill and passive shard, occasionally you'll get lower MP consumption. Augment Intelligence is used to increase intelligence stat. If you have it, double it with the skill spell or skill shard of Augment Intelligence, and it will increase your intelligence stat. The best one for directional is the Runeous Rude when maxed out to rank 9 and grade 9. Increases the coverage and makes the projectile larger, so it does more space. The Standstill, you do it is a bit of a spoiler, but you get it from OD. When you fight him, you have to get 99%, at least 99 of map coverage to unlock a certain tome from OD. Once you get that tome from OD, you go back to the glacial area underneath the Den of Behemoths, where basically the final battles are. There's an area where there will be closed off by a boss door, and that's where you fight OD and get the Standstill shard from him, which basically stops time. And the shuriken you get, I think, from the ninjas in the Oriental Garden, which has a better spread when doing just a standard conjure spell. So, again, that's the Diabolist cap, Scarlet Dress, Gebel's Glasses, Skull Necklace, Over the Rainbow, Shuriken, Standstill, Runeous, Rude, Augment Intelligence, and any familiar is fine. And that's all for this build. Check again if I have anything else coming up. So, till then, see you then.